Hi.
Class is in session right now.
Here are some of my unpopular opinions about college. Your grade point average or your GPA is just a number. Basically, having a 4.0 or a 2.9 is okay as long as you are passing. Okay? I really was so hard on myself in high school about making sure I had a certain grade. And then when I went to college, and after my freshman year of college, I realized, oh wait, having a C is actually not that bad because I'm passing the class, so that's okay. Second,
joining a sorority or fraternity gives the C vibes really bad.
like the initiation process is very secretive and it's like taboo. Like exactly what am I getting myself into if I decide to or even consider pledging? You know what I mean? Like there would be times where I would joke around or even as out of like just me being really intrigued by what if, and so many people like would just shut me down and be like, you can't say that around here, like shh. And I'm just like okay, like it's giving very much Pretty Little Liars. Got a secret, can you keep it? People who are involved with those orgs, they literally take it to the grave because they do not say a word. Like they are literally like, no, either you're in, and if you're out, like you're not involved at all, then mind your business. That's it. College is not for everybody, and it is not. It's really not. My freshman year, a lot of friends, people that I met, ended up just dropping out. They said, nah, this ain't for me. I'm gonna go make some money because college is very expensive. If you are not going to school for free, like on a full ride, full scholarship, then I would suggest looking elsewhere. I really would, because being in debt is not cute. Trust me when I say people who went to a CUNY, meaning like a community school, or went to a school within their state, I would say they are pretty smart people. College is overrated, babes. Like it really is. After freshman year, which is like the honeymoon phase, and getting your feet wet into like the college life, the parties, the events, it really gets repetitive and overrated to the point like you just want to just chill in your room or just, yeah, the group of friends, if you find genuine people to hang around with, those are just going to be the people that you just want to like kick it with every time. The seniors, like I'm speaking on for the guys, they are creeps towards the freshman girls, and it really gives like pedophilia. Like it really gives like you are a pervert, like you are an actual like pedophile. The fact that you find it really cute to like graze on, the fact that you really prey on freshman girls at events, and the age gap for some, it really be a big gap. Like some of these girls, these freshman girls are still like 18, some may even be 17. Like it's wild. Yeah. Anywho, the stuff that I've seen, freshman girl, this is her first college party, and she's a little bit like, she's been drinking a lot and she's kind of vulnerable. Some really prey on that, and it's really disgusting and absurd in a sense, because it's like, do you like, some actually, I don't want to like generalize, but some actually like try to take advantage of freshman girls because they are naive. This is their first year, their first time. They're brand new to the college life. They don't know much, and we try to walk into their life and swingle them in and like, flirt with them, and they're like, oh my gosh, like a senior, an older college guy is giving me attention. Oh my gosh, like they really think that it is genuine. when you really just want to like get in their pants, and it's really sad. I've seen it with my own eyes, being that I was an RA on campus, and all I gotta just say is like, geez Louise, like it's disgusting. Some of y'all need to be
put in jail. Like, it's giving federal.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The college food is very nasty. And to this day, I believe they put laxatives in the food. No way. I'm eating the food, and then the next minute I have to go whack myself. Like, oh my gosh, like what is this? What is in the food? What am I eating? Before you even go to college, research your major before you go. Research on different majors and what's in store, what to expect. Research how much money you will be guaranteed to make after you graduate from college. To find a job within that criteria, within that major, is very like unlikely. I would definitely say do your research on the majors, because you want to know what are you getting yourself into, because this will be your major for the next 4 years. This will be your why, the reason that you are at school. So definitely, ask questions, do your research, because your senior year, things are going to get serious as far as like internships and, stepping more into your career field. And you want to be making money, like a decent amount of money. You know what I mean? So definitely do your research. It should be a crime to have a roommate. I'm paying all this money, damn near rent money, to have a roommate who is nasty, doesn't wash up after themselves, who may smell, who definitely does not respect boundaries. Like this, the list goes on. And then I found out, like in other countries, most universities, they don't even allow roommates. I'm sorry, I'm gonna tell y'all. So I have so many roommate horror stories. Like, having roommates are overrated, and even if they're your friend, I feel like having friends as roommates, to me, it's even worse, because say if it's one thing being friends with somebody, but it's another thing living with them. Like, hold on, my friend is actually a nasty, like, is really nasty. Hold on, I actually lost a friend over living together. I'm not gonna be in a room and there's gonna be your private underwears all over the floor in the bathroom, as if you do not share a bathroom. Don't go to a school because someone told you that the school was great. They gave you high reviews, amped up the school for you. I would say let it be a good fit for you and no one else. Which is why doing your research is really top notch good to do. Go to the school that gives you the most money. Being in debt is not cute. If you are going out of state, try going on a full ride / paid scholarship. This basically intertwines with, if you are going to go to school, go to a school that gives you the most money, because at the end of the day, being in debt is really not fun. Honestly, who knows? What if you want to go back to school? What if you want to go to graduate school or to get your PhD? You want to have less debt as possible. Try getting into programs where you don't even have to pay for housing. Making sure you owe the school less money as possible. Cool. If you do plan on going to graduate school and you're trying to go for free, definitely get into programs where you can work on campus and they pay for your courses and your tuition is paid for. Those, like, definitely ask around, ask the school counselor, always ask questions, because you never know what the answer could be. You never know what door may open for you, what opportunity you may find. Like, you never know, which is why closed mouths don't get fed, baby. Like, literally, you have to go out of your way in college to seek new opportunities. College is high school part 2. You think people are mature and would have common sense, but most are on the learning spectrum of a 15-year-old. Community colleges are negatively overlooked, and I am guilty for this. Because I really used to like make fun of people who went to community college, like only because my sister went, and I hate that bitch. Yeah, real bad. As a 22-year-old, I feel like I could have saved so much money going to a community college in my city, and I would have gotten the same education, the same resources as going to a state school or out of state. I feel as though a lot of people do overlook community colleges and they downplay them. There are really good programs at community colleges, and definitely take a look. If I could go back, I would have definitely suggested community colleges. Even if I was to stay at a community college for like 2 years and then transfer to another school for another 2 years, that definitely would have gotten me far. Having to come to a realization that I can't even afford to finish off my senior year of college, it put me in a nutshell to where I felt stuck and lost and had no sense of direction whatsoever. Like, I had a plan that I would graduate, and then a few months after graduation, I would begin my master's degree program and social work, and then find a job or something within that career field as I'm in school or working on campus. I couldn't even finish my senior year with my last two courses because I couldn't afford to. Definitely shifted my perception of life overall and decisions and choices and what's really out there for me. I really don't even know what's out there for me because I haven't really tried anything. I'm still new to the world itself and what to expect. I'm still learning, I'm still growing as I'm going, and I just feel like now this is a awesome opportunity for me to try those things I've never intended to try. And I feel like that is the most precious thing about not getting what you want in time. We're not in control of time, and time is just an illusion. And the fact that some of us really think that we can just have it all in such an amount of time, short time, it's sometimes, most of the times, it's impossible to even come to terms with that because of how unexpected life can be. So many curveballs and bumps in the road. But eventually I'll get there. I'll get what I want. But right now, it's just a time for me to pause. Not necessarily stop, but pause and just rethink everything and just plan and take notes and learn. It's just so much more to the world than what college throws at us. Just feel like we shouldn't be so discouraged with college because there's so much out there for us, waiting for us, ready for us to just take on. Like, college is definitely can swallow you whole. Everything will fall into place. I feel like as a young person, I'm just so overwhelmed with high expectations of society and social media that I just feel like I'm just not where I need to be. But where the hell do I need to be? I'm only 22. Trade schools and certification programs seem like a smart choice if college is not for you. Definitely, you learn a lot, and it is definitely a good stepping stone and a good nudge as far as what you really want to do. Where do you see yourself? And it can put you on the right path, especially financially. Going to college for a degree that is useless after graduation, unless you are nursing or engineer or a computer science major. Basically, it is a waste of time, energy, money, and your sanity to go to school for something that, one, doesn't is not going to pay well. Two, it isn't something that is catering to the medical fields, law, or I'm going to say, yeah, or even computer science.
Finance, computer science, business, nursing, medicine, even if it was like they wanted to be a doctor or physical therapist or even a lawyer, you know?
If you're not trying to be a doctor or like the next, lawyer, I don't know, then I would say choose wisely as far as college goes. Is my preference and unpopular opinion as a black introvert who attended both PWI and HBCUs is that I feel as though PWIs, predominantly white institutions, are somewhat better than historically black college or universities because they do provide more opportunities, more funding, more financial opportunities for POC students. Food surprisingly tastes better. Dorm life is better. And I actually learned something useful from courses that I am paying for. To each his own. That is just my opinion because like I said, I've attended both in HBCU and PWI, so I've got the best of both worlds, and I just feel as though the PWI definitely it fits me more. I feel like preference is only for who you are as an individual. It doesn't speak for everyone. So, the college experience, quote unquote, is depressing and humbling as hell. It really is. You do not want to know the amount of times that I was genuinely humbled while in school. It was literally me against the world. I said freshman girls are the worst kind. They are gullible, naive, obnoxious, and ignorant. Am I wrong though? I wouldn't say they're the worst kind. They're just really just not my cup of tea. I just can't. Friends in college is overhyped. Don't ever force relationships. Let people gravitate towards you. That was a really good one because I really walked into college thinking that I was going to meet the bestest friends in the whole world. Friends who I would watch get married, have kids, and we can travel together and do all this stuff like they show in the movies. But no, honey bun, it is nothing like the movies as far as finding your group of people. It definitely depends, which is why you shouldn't force anything. You should just let people gravitate towards you and be yourself. Don't fake it till you make it. Just be yourself, and the right crowd would come to you. Will come to you. Most of the general plan classes are unnecessary. Why am I paying over 1K for a Spanish class? I'm here to learn about psychology, not Espanol. The general classes, those classes that you take during your undergrad, they are literally like so unnecessary. I don't even know the logic behind it, but why am I paying for psychology and I'm over here in class for a language that I would never use in my career field? One that I can definitely relate to, unpopular opinion, is delayed but not denied. It is okay to not finish a degree within 4 years. Why? Because life happens, things happen. And I feel like as a collective, people should normalize being okay with finishing when you are finished. Because in life, as I'm learning still, that we are not ever in control of time. And there are so many things that can happen in our life that we have no sense of control over, no sense of direction for the future of what's next. And I feel like we should learn how to be gracious and definitely patient with ourselves and with what we want in life. Because how do we know what we really want? Because you can literally go to school to be a lawyer. You've dreamed of being a lawyer for so many years, and then when you finally reach that mark of having being in a law firm and being a lawyer, you're like, this is not for me. Like, how do we know what's for us if it never happened? You know?